wants to begin?
Well, we should probably introduce ourselves.
Oh, I'm Michelle.
I'm Brandy.
And I'm Leah.
And together we are Spooky Shit and Tales from the Beyond.
I'll start with a little opener.
Yeah, bitch, go.
Can't verify how true it is, but there is a Reddit thread about this weird phenomenon going on in forests.
Question, do you even have notes or is this all from your brain?
It's all from my brain. It's just a little teaser.
It's
just
not
a little
even going to
teaser.
be a lot of info, Lee. You should have more research.
I'm just the opener.
I'm keeping all this in the episode, by the way.
That's
I'm calling
okay.
you out.
Okay.
Publicly.
Anyway, so it's the subreddit stairs in the forest
How'd you
or
remember
stairs in the
all this?
woods.
See, you don't even remember what it's called.
It's both. I mean, it's okay. Well, anyway, so there's this phenomenon that it happens all over the world, and within
You
like
didn't sound so sure about that.
you guys are making me question.
The world?
I'm shy.
Where is this?
I'm bad at public speaking. Okay, I'm trying.
We have no audience.
we have.
What if I never even posted it?
Yeah, maybe you shouldn't. This will be our trial. Anyway,
Yeah, this is our trial.
we need to make this a YouTube video because how can I even explain this without pictures?
Okay,
there's
website.
just-
When you make a website.
There's just this phenomenon that a lot of people in search and rescue and hikers that go miles within the woods all over the world, they'll see random stairs with no other structure around them. So they've seen marble staircases, ones that look like they belong in a Victorian home without
Victoria's house.
Victorian home. Michelle, plug your ears. This is too scary for
That's her
Michelle.
secret.
And pretty much the search and rescue, they have this unspoken rule that they don't get near them. You sense a sort of presence or sort of darkness as you get closer to the stairs.
I like that you're making eye contact with me. When you
I
just
was.
say- You're like, you sense this thing.
Do you sense the
I
presence,
feel it every
Michelle?
time I'm around you.
Yeah, but it's just something fun to look into, searching on YouTube. I watched this YouTube video and it was somebody discussing what happens when people go on the stairs. And there's been a lot of stories that when they get to the stairs or they walk on it, they suddenly lose track of time. There's been stories where kids have went on it and their parents they come back to the campsite and their parent is freaking out because they were gone for a few hours, even though it felt like minutes. They have this feeling that they're disoriented and confused.
It's aliens.
And then there's this one common thing that always pops up, and that they feel like sound reaches a point. Like all the sounds of the wood just comes to a point in their head. And that was something that really, like, let me try to
Like all
explain
the
it.
sound comes to them?
No, they kept saying all the sound comes to a point. Like instead of hearing, you can hear all the birds chirping on one side, you hear the trees swaying. All the sound just feels like it reaches a point, like on the stairs.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like
It's
it's
not-
in one place. I think in their heads.
Yeah,
Well, it's probably
in your brain.
in their heads though, but
I mean, yeah, that's fair.
yeah. That was my opener. Michelle or Brandy can.
I like how at first, before I asked, you seemed like you were going to give up, and your opener was, this thing's kind of cool, but I'm not going to tell you about it. Look it up yourself.
No. Well, like I said,
But then you went more into it.
Well, the only information I found was through Reddit, and then one podcast is how I first got introduced to it. And then I watched one YouTube video. There's literally like 5 YouTube videos, and that's it on it. And it's pretty much just the same information
Okay.
kind of over and over. But the pictures are very, very, very...
Yes, if
Creepy.
we make any social media or website, we will attach pictures.
All right, guys, you guys ready for the main show? Michelle has like...
the main
Michelle
show.
has like 5
The
pages
main
of notes
story.
here.
I don't. It's
Michelle,
all...
take it off.
All right.
What did you study?
I'm going to talk about the Horton Grand Hotel because I wanted to do something in San Diego. We're based in San Diego. So
Yes.
anyway,
We should go stay in this hotel.
I wanted to go to. I was like, we should go before we do this.
Make a podcast
And
there.
then we decided we're going to do this yesterday. So
Yeah.
I was like, never mind. So the Horton Grand Hotel, it's located in the Gaslamp Quarter. And it was originally 2 historic hotels that were restored into one. And the first one was I'm doing history first, by the way.
Give us
Just
the
a
history.
I got that. I got that.
You're like, when the fuck's it gonna get scary?
No. We need more information than my story.
Okay. This thing. the Horton Grand Hotel, it's located in the Gaslamp Quarter in San Diego, downtown. And it was originally 2 historic hotels that were restored into one. So the first hotel was the Grand Horton, built in 1980. I don't think it was 1987. I feel like I might
Let's
have
say
fucked that one up.
1887, just for shits and
That
gigs.
seems too old. You know what? Regardless. it was built at some point.
Built
and
before
it
us.
was a luxury.
Before we were born.
I was like, I feel like this should be older.
That's not true.
19. Okay, but I'm talking. You'll see.
Okay.
It was a luxury hotel, and the second hotel was known as the Brooklyn Hotel, and had more of a Western cowboy mixed with Victorian style. So it was like
Weird style.
very cowboy, very 1800s.
Wow.
It was later known as the Brooklyn Saddle Store, basically. I also was gonna look up how to say that, and then I didn't.
You did
It's because they become well known for their saddle and harness shop on the first floor. This hotel was home to Wyatt Earp, who was a well-known gambler and lawman who was involved in the Awk Corrall shootout. Is it okay or Awk Corrall? No, I think it's okay. That
Pretty
sounded
sure
like
it's
a really
okay.
stupid question when I said it out loud. Is it the Awk?
The Awk Corrall?
Is that how you say okay?
Yeah, Awk. A few other notable people who stayed in the two hotels were Babe Ruth, Benjamin Harrison, Jack Dempsey, and Joe Louis/Louise. I don't know how to read that one either. I only know Babe Ruth of that group. I didn't know if you guys would know who those people were, so
Yep,
I kept
I don't know.
I googled one, and he was like a boxer or something.
Yeah, they're famous people.
I feel like
back then.
if people do listen to this, they're gonna be like, fucking idiots, don't know who these people are.
I guess I am. And what?
And what? Awk.
Awk, anyways.
Anyway, in the 1970s, so it definitely was not made in 1987.
78.
So you guys, the hotel was built in 1987, and then it was torn down in 1970. So time travel is what Michelle's talking about
It's
here.
the staircase. The staircase.
It's the
did it.
staircase, bro.
The children were all like, holy
This hotel was in the middle of the forest. Did we mention that?
in the gas lamp quarter.
And this is where our stories coincide, my friends.
In 1987. Nope. Delete this. In the 1970s, both hotels were demolished brick by brick. And that part I didn't think was necessary, but it is, because in 1986 they were rebuilt as one using bricks from both of the old hotels.
Well, that's how you
Combined
how you start haunted stories,
Yes. It's named on the National Register of Historic Places. Ooh. I don't know, it was just a fun fact. I didn't know that hotels could be like that.
You're doing great, sweetie.
Don't call me sweetie, that's incest.
Okay.
Leah is my sister. And
Yes.
it's sick.
Sister.
Every room in the hotel has a diary for guests to write down any paranormal activities they may have experienced while staying there. Also to write down stuff you do in San Diego, but that's more boring. So there are two resident ghosties. Ghosties. The first one is Madam Ida Bailey. Ida or Ida? You think?
It is Ida.
Oh. Drama.
Like Idaho.
Regardless, I'll call her Madam Bailey. She used to run a brothel on the site, so she was a madam.
Oh.
And she had very strict rules for the women she employed and didn't like them to drink, smoke, or wear too much makeup. And people think that her spirit is like warm and makes them feel like welcome when they're there, because I guess she was like a nice
So
brothel runner.
She a nice ghost?
She's a nice ghost.
She's
a ghost.
nice, but hella strict.
Yeah, very strict. And one story I read that somebody said that they woke up in the middle of the night to a light knock, but when they opened their door, nobody was there. And it was probably her, as she's known to knock on random doors throughout the hotel and will disappear when the doors open unless it's a man who opens up the door.
And then
they'll see her.
Really?
I don't know. It's just she's like, hey, you want to come help me make some money? And there's barely anything on that girl. I feel bad. Every time I Google, they're just like, she makes you feel warm. And I was like, how does she make you feel warm?
She gets on top of you.
Yeah. The next one is Roger Whittaker, who haunts room 309. If you look up anything about the hotel, all the haunted stories are in room 309.
Oh, we should stay there.
Yeah, and die. No, he seems nice too. There's two different stories as to what happened to him. The first is that he died in the 1840s before the hotels were built. Delete.
Start that sentence again. Serious. Take a deep breath.
Before the hotels got bent. One of the stories is that he died in the 1840s before the hotels were built. And the story goes that the father of his would-be bride shot and killed him. It's like brutal.
Oh.
And dumped his body in a swamp somewhere near what would become the hotel later. And when it was built, he took up residence in room 309. I am not inclined to believe this because where the fuck are swamps in downtown San Diego?
Well, back in the 1840s, there might have been.
We don't know what it looks like
We're in
back then.
Florida. I mean, maybe it's Swamp City downtown. I never go there.
Shrek.
Shrek. And theory 2, which I saw a lot more, is that he was a gambler and possibly a pimp, according to some pages. And in the 1880s, he was caught cheating in a game of cards near the hotel. And after he got caught, he ran back to the hotel and was being chased. And he hid in an armoire in his room. And the people followed him and shot him to death through the door of his armoire.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, so he's been just chilling there nearby and he's just been chilling.
In his room?
There and in the hallway. That's what I meant by nearby. Some people's experience in his room include the owner of the hotel once brought a friend by the room that was being renovated in the 1980s, and the friend said he could feel something going on spiritually in the room. That one was one of the lamer ones.
Very vague,
real.
but
yeah,
okay.
and they like described him as like his psychic inclined friend or something like
Oh.
that. I was like, okay. Another thing, 3 months after this, he was told by a guest that while staying in the room, she found her daughter holding a conversation with someone in the room, and when asked, her daughter responded, "Don't you see the man in our room?" So that's
Oh,
gross.
hell no.
Because I guess kids are more like inclined
yeah.
to see ghosts.
And
you guys seem like it's
animals.
so fucking obvious. I didn't know that.
You didn't know that? Like,
No.
that's in like every
You don't
scary
watch enough
movie.
scary movies.
Yeah.
Okay, I just thought that kids were creepier.
Kids
I thought
and
that's the point.
kids and
why.
animals.
No, I'm
That's
just kidding.
why.
Dogs and cats always know what's up too. They're always
True.
Yeah, animals and
You catch them looking
Kids.
into the upside down all the time.
If we ever do the Amityville Horror House, there's crazy stories about that dog.
We should do that one.
Like he was trying to kill himself, I guess. A dog.
Didn't the owner end up killing
Delete this. In the movie, not in real life.
yeah.
The dog was survived.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Damn, why would they kill a dog in a movie
Rest
just 'cause?
in alive.
It was Ryan Reynolds. Well, in the newer version.
Yeah.
Delete this. I
You don't
wanna
have to
hear
delete
this
everything we
speaking.
talk about.
No, I will keep some of it, and I'll
We're-
probably keep a couple of me singing in deep voice. Delete this.
Well, we're talking about something scary, so you may as well.
Well, now it's ruined by me saying
Okay.
my voice is all cracky.
Okay, go on.
Anyway, another one that a lot of people experience is the bed shaking by itself and objects being moved around the room. Like when I saw like jewelry will be like on a different table than where someone left them. Just, casual, whatever.
Ew.
And then lights turning on and off. It's whatevs, And one person saw him in the hallway and said he looked so real that they asked him where the ice machine was located, but then he disappeared. Because he was like, what the fuck's an ice machine? He's probably like, what's ice?
I'm gonna go back to the other side now.
He's like, goodbye, I don't want to talk to you.
I'm gonna go find Madam Ida.
I'm a little old-fashioned.
And some people hear a shuffling card noises like coming from the room, even when there's nobody there, because he's just like a gambler. That's how he spent his last day gambling.
Do people who stay in the room ever
playing.
hear it?
Yes, and if there are cards in his room, he's known to like play with them.
Oh.
And they don't see it happening, but they'll come back and there'll just be like poker hands set out and stuff. And one thing said that they like went to the bathroom. There was like 4 spades just in the bathroom.
Oh.
He was like, "Need to take a shit, but this is a good hand."
Like play solitaire.
I guess during the night, the armoire doors will open and close on their own, which it makes me wonder, did they keep an armoire that someone was murdered in? And they're like, this is fine.
Well,
Wait.
I guess they did.
Maybe it's a new one.
I know, but maybe he's just like, they kept it in the same place. He was like, sick, I'll chill in here. I'd want to hang out in my armoire if I died in one.
Oh, hell yeah.
Sometimes I wrote the door and I meant the room. Sometimes the room gets uncomfortably warm. Sorry, I'm just thinking, sometimes the door gets uncomfortably warm. Sometimes the room gets uncomfortably warm and the air conditioning and opening the windows like don't help cool it down at all.
Sounds like San Diego.
I know. I was like, I don't even know if that's a ghost thing because that's how I feel right now.
Yo,
is hot.
And also, like, aren't ghosts supposed to make stuff colder?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That doesn't make sense.
These are warm
Fake.
ghosts.
This is fake.
Fake news.
Anyway, people have also heard heavy footsteps from like upstairs. They all vaguely said upstairs. I was like, "Where's upstairs here?"
Wait, how many floors?
209?
Do we know how many floors
I
this
feel
hotel
like
is?
it's only like 2. I think it's no.
There has to be 3,
At least
right?
3. At least
Yeah,
3.
it has to be
I'm
so
sorry.
The top floor would be the attic.
Ew.
Yeah,
Hotels don't have attics.
Go wait.
They have or the crawl spaces above hotels. You've seen movies, they have crawl
Turns
spaces.
out I could have done more research.
Let's just
I didn't
theorize.
think you'd be like, how many floors are there? Like, who cares?
We can.
How
You
many
asked me
rooms?
questions about mine.
A
I'm
lot.
just trying to make yours
I'm
last
just-
longer. You're
I'm
like
just
a
trying to
minute.
have discussions about
Okay,
it. Michelle.
anyway, we'll look it up. So, one man claimed while he was staying in the hotel that I got confused, that he complained to the front desk that the people on the floor above him were making too much noise and being too, like, rowdy. And it sounded like they were marching up and down the hallway, and the front desk let him know that there was no floor
So
above
it
his
is
room.
3 floors.
Yes, I
Ooh,
guess.
it's a crawl space, bro.
Yeah, but there's people marching in a crawl space. There's like, with their little body squished down.
It's not
Or
actually.
more
it's-
likely
it's a
they're
ghost.
ghosts, so it doesn't matter how they're standing.
Ew.
People have seen the impression of someone laying on the bed in room 309 even after the room has just been cleaned by the hotel maids. And Roger, this crazy kid, he is known to, when people are outside the room, he'll just like deadbolt it or use like the chain thing so they can't get inside their room. And they'll just like keep trying
Does
and
he ever
eventually
lock-
it'll work.
You think he ever locks people in?
That's
Or-
terrifying.
He probably.
I don't think so.
He seems like the type of ghost that wants to keep people out rather
Yeah.
than keeping them in.
True.
He's trying to scare them.
People have also found their curtains being tied in knots, pictures on
That's
the walls
naughty.
being, yeah, that's naughty. Delete that. Pictures, like, do you remember when we were talking about doing this? And Leah's like, you guys aren't gonna be too mean to me, are you? No, it's happening. You're set for
That's
therapy next
naughty.
week. You write this down. You're like, I said it's naughty, and she said delete that.
And I cried.
Anyway, this one, after the pictures on the walls being rotated, I read one thing that said that people's champagne will mysteriously finish itself. Like he's
That
just going to get wasted in the
That-
afterlife.
That sounds like somebody who has a problem.
Yeah, he's
We'll
getting
blame ghosts for
straight
it.
blasted. They're like, I don't know what happened. It was Roger.
I didn't drink it. I didn't drink it.
Some people have reported physical encounters. Like he hugs women, which is like creepy because they probably didn't even like hug back then. I don't know much about the 1800s. They might
That's
have hugged.
weird.
They might have hugged.
Sounds sexual.
Yeah, very sexual, and it's only women. And he pulls on guest arms while they sleep.
Fuck that.
Yep.
I do not want to be touched when I'm asleep.
2 women that were staying there before, they like recorded it while they were sleeping, I guess. And whenever they played it back, they could hear a man laughing in their room, even though it was just the 2 of them there. So I was like, I told you they're speaking
Imagine they
in
should
a way.
have recorded a video.
He would have been like, ah.
Saw a shadow
Just touching their arms.
hugging them.
A different time, a couple was staying in a different, maybe same room with a balcony that you locked with a deadbolt, and they keep coming back to their room to find that the door was unlocked and wide open. And at first, the person thought it was just like their husband playing a prank on them. And then one time they like went to go get dinner, and they came back, and the balcony was just wide open. And they were like, okay. A different time, a group of people like were walking down the hallway and saw the reflection of a little boy in a window that wasn't there. And he slowly disappeared. Delete Jesus walking in the background.
Wait, so
We need to
now
start over.
so
Robert's just looking up from his game like, what's up, guys?
now we have the question of another ghost. Who's the little boy walking in the hallway?
That's what I was wondering. That's why I was like,
Did you search
sounds
it?
like, no, because everything you search is only these 2 things.
Yeah?
Yeah, I kept searching. I was literally looking at TripAdvisor and just searching haunted. And that's how I was finding most of
Haunted.
these. Other miscellaneous things from other rooms. I should have included that in this column, whatever. One person was alone in their room when the lamp by their bed started to flicker on and off. And she went and said hello to it, and it stopped flickering. So she was like, oh, the ghost just wanted to say hello. She was down with it. She was like, oh, he's friendly.
She probably went there trying
She
to
was
find
like,
a ghost.
oh, yeah, probably.
That's
I
why
would.
we'd go there. Any other reason.
People have witnessed a group of spirits dressed in clothes from the 1880s flowing down the grand staircase from like the ballroom. It said the ballroom. Seems fake that there's a ballroom there.
There's a ballroom?
Supposedly on the 3rd floor. So there's 3 floors, probably. Paranormal investigators who have stayed there using electromagnetic field, whatever shit, EMF, have also found lots of energy being drawn from the electrical room on the 2nd floor. I feel like I'm gonna burp.
Please don't.
Let me start that sentence over.
I
It went away.
Everyone quiet. Go.
Paranormal investigators who have stayed there using EMF secrets. Secrets don't make friends. What you guys whispering about?
Delete this.
No, I want to keep that.
No. What were we supposed to search on Google? I forgot.
How many floors it is?
We already know it's 3.
No, how many rooms, right?
No, I was
that was
fucking
just
with
a joke.
Brandy.
God damn it.
Search, where did the little boy come from?
We do.
Anyway, paranormal investigators who have stayed there using EMF have found lots of energy being drawn from the electrical room on the 2nd floor. When I first read that, I was like, okay, the electrical
Obviously.
room, duh. But they found none from the other electrical rooms.
Maybe it's not working.
I know,
bro.
I was thinking that too. I was like, this is like the least credible of everything
That
I read.
seems like they were just looking
You're like,
for
there's a
something to
lot
say.
of electricity coming from this electric room, you guys. It's super suspect.
Maybe it's haunted.
Maybe it's haunted.
It has to be, right?
One guest one time woke up to knocking and talking from the room next door, but they went to like complain to the staff. People complain to the staff a lot here, I guess. I would never do that. I would just accept it. And the staff told them that I read the wrong line. Delete this. Jesus, I combined 2 lines. Okay. One time, a guest woke up to knocking and talking from the room next door, but whenever they went to investigate, there actually wasn't a room there, and it was just a staircase.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's creepy.
A man once woke up in the middle of the night to the sound of a little boy laughing. He didn't think it was scary, he just thought it was friendly, so he didn't tell his wife.
So it's the little
She was
boy
like,
again.
what the fuck? I know, where did this little boy come from? Just a little 1880s newsboy.
Oh, I can see that.
What did the newsboy say? Like, something, read all about it. What did they say?
Something like that.
I
Oh,
forgot.
extra, read all about it.
Well,
There's a little
nervously
newsboy.
laughs.
A woman complained that the guests next door to her room were being too loud and was told that nobody was in the room next door to her. And I guess that the staff there just straight up tells people like, oh, it's haunted. A lot of them are people like mad. They're like, why don't they tell you that's haunted before you stay
I feel
there?
like most people who go there, they know that it's haunted.
Not
though.
everyone, because a lot of these people are like,
Tourists,
I
probably.
complained to the staff, and they're like, oh yeah, we're super haunted. And they're like, okay.
Should I say somewhere else?
This one person was complaining about like the AC and stuff, and I don't know if they were making commentary on how old the AC is or saying a ghosty thing, but they heard noises from the vent that they described as children screaming. So
Oh, that's it? Probably just
yeah.
some old AC.
I thought it was more children's. Oh, you're being sarcastic. Delete this. No, I'll keep it. I'll keep it because you made a joke, and that's the first time you've said something funny today.
Oh.
Ayo, got him.
I need to go back to therapy now.
I know. It's fine. Some people have had their showers turn on by themselves, which is like a waste of water. And this isn't even a ghost story, but in the elevator, they used to have a creepy ass display of like dolls behind glass that were just like dressed
What the
in
fuck?
1880s clothes.
They had
It
to
was
set the
fucking
mood.
weird.
They had to set the mood for people visiting.
And people who didn't know it was haunted were probably like, what the fuck is
That's
wrong with this
creepy.
place? If we ever make a website, I will post pictures of that. People have seen apparitions of small children running down the halls and giggling. Don't know where these fucking kids are coming from, dude.
But they're dead
From-
because they're ghosts.
They're dead. Noises like doors closing on their own when nobody is around. And a lot of people describe feeling like they're being watched whenever they're walking around the hotel too. Which if you think is haunted, you probably just feel like that anyway. And one person said that after they left the hotel, they didn't experience anything, but they were staying in Roger's room. And they left, and from like looking at the window outside, they thought that they saw Roger in the room looking at them.
Ew. That's some 1408.
14.
Delete that. It's like 1408, remember?
Exactly, I like that movie.
That's a good
That's my story on the Horton Grand Hotel. Brandy, I hope that you're researching that entire time I was talking.
What?
What?
Brandy, you have the mic now. Give us a scary story.
Brandy, tell us what's up in your life. Just talk.
In my
Wait,
life?
Just tell us how you feel today.
I have something we can talk about. We can talk about the hauntings that have happened at on video cameras.
Oh.
Yeah, that's a good one.
All right.
Have you seen that?
Cut out
Brandy, you
that part. We're
Yes.
just saying
Oh.
work, okay?
We're like,
Okay, ready? Let me say it
delete
again.
that.
Totally.
Okay, ready?
Should we change the ghost names for privacy reasons?
No,
Instead of
David.
Mike the Ghost.
My name, they're all named Mike.
No.
Poor Mike.
Let's talk about David.
David.
No, delete all of this. You can't say names, guys.
David the Ghost.
David
Leo.
the Ghost. What do you mean?
Not
You're
David.
just gonna start talking shit?
Talking about
David?
work drama. Let's start this over. So let's talk about. Delete this. Let's talk about.
You want me to transition,
David?
Michelle?
Yes,
Okay.
please, God.
And we're
thirsty, but I don't want to hear me open my water.
Wait, Michelle, we're transitioning to ghost stories at work, or are we talking shit about
Yeah.
coworkers?
No.
We're not talking shit
Okay,
about
cool.
coworkers.
All
Do
right.
that at work. No.
Yeah, we do that on the clock. I don't talk shit that's free.
So that transitions over into us talking about ghost appearances.
It's gonna be super casual when it's all together.
Ghost appearances that we have seen on the clock, because you guys might know this, but we are also all coworkers.
Yay.
And our entire workplace has video cameras all around.
Everyone in this room
All
works
around.
in the same building.
Yes, there's
Oh, you're right. I didn't
That's
realize.
fucking
there's
weird.
6 people in this room with us. 3 of us speaking, 3 of us not, and
With
we
us?
all work.
No, including us.
Yes.
Not counting us, there are 6 people.
Grammar.
We're having a fucking party
There's
in
9
here.
people in this room.
We can English.
In this 800 square foot. Wait, 800, is that right?
No.
It's not
Square foot?
1800, is it?
No.
800. It's 800 square feet. Okay. I was like,
That seems small.
yeah.
Ours is only 500.
This
Oh.
is 800.
Okay, then yeah, it's
Yeah.
800.
I,
mean, I
I
don't
made it
know.
feel like I own a house. I'm like, this 1800 square foot home. But yeah, a lot of people to be in this small space.
You want to take it over?
Well, I only know that one story.
You guys want to fucking suggest this, Brandy, and now you're like, I know one story.
I'm the one who,
I didn't
I'm the one who
suggest
volunteered,
it.
Brandy.
Yeah.
I don't hear when Leah speaks.
Damn. I feel the love.
We could hear you
I
laughing in the
feel the
background.
love.
All right, tell us your
I just know that one story.
David the Ghost.
Do I still call it?
You could call him David.
that
Oh, call it
how-
work.
Yeah, well,
Or
work.
just say work.
There's like this. What is it? Like a shipping container?
Oh, yeah. We have this shipping container that we keep products in. I'm not going to say
We
what
keep
products.
boxes.
Boxes.
Let Brandy shine.
Well, it's a shipping container where we keep boxes.
Shipping shit.
Shipping shit.
Delete this. Suddenly some God impediments going on here.
I can't English.
It's
I'm
hard.
sorry.
Mom, it makes you stutter.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
still very hot, and I don't know if it's because of the room or because I'm
light,
talking.
I think it's both. I'm turning really red.
I know, I'm sweating.
Well, anyways, there's this shipping container where we keep boxes of shit, and
It's so hard to say. Boxes of slips.
well, anyways, when the doors close, like obviously there's no wind or nothing, and we saw on camera that at nighttime David the Ghost like knocked over some boxes.
Yeah, they're just
Like
top
they
shelf.
were, from the top shelf, they were stacked nicely, so it's not like it just tumbled over.
You could just see it sliding.
Yeah, it was like that's the thing. It was like sliding. It wasn't just like
That was actually creepy as
It's-
fuck. Whenever I watched it, I was like, ugh.
It's pretty much vacuum sealed in there, and it happened in the middle of the night. We saw the video,
Yeah.
and you just start to see it tip over.
it just like it like started sliding and then it
Yeah.
finally fell.
Very
So
bizarre.
our work's haunted.
Oh, you don't know? Have you seen that other video? This one's creepier. You
Which
saw this
one?
one. It was more recent.
I might have.
So we have 2 of our coworkers.
Oh, the
yeah.
door.
Yeah, you want to say it?
Shh. No spoilers. Start it.
Tran, you want to try?
No.
Okay.
Oh, nervous. No.
So there's 2 coworkers that had gone there, and this was around 6 in the morning. So one of them was kind of the opener, and they're going to this locked area of our work, and it's between 2 rooms, and it's pretty much you need a key on either side to get it open. And it shows them, the video shows them both try to open the door and they couldn't get it. And then all of a sudden, the door just, as coworker 1 walks around the corner to unlock the door with the key, the door opens on its own, and he pops his head in, and he's looking to see who opened the door. And they both meet up, and they're both give each other what the fuck looks, and it's literally all on video that it's just open on its own. It unlocks. Like,
Gross.
it's high security, right? Don't you need like a code to get in?
Yeah. You need a
Your
fingerprint.
You need a fingerprint. It just opens without them
It's a
touching
ghost
it.
of one of our coworkers that we didn't know died.
Oh shit! Stop.
Stop, that scared me.
It's because it's haunted, dude.
I quit. No.
I'm done. I can't do this shit. It's gotten too real.
That video is really creepy. Their faces say it all too. They look so.
I didn't see that. I just heard a door open and I was like, that doesn't sound scary. But I didn't realize it was that door. That door is
It's where
high
the
security.
vault used to be.
Yeah. All right. Well, like, comment, subscribe. I don't know how it works for podcasts.
Me either.
Subscribe to us.
Comment.
So
Do you comment
Tell
on
us how bad we did.
I know.
hopefully we get better in time at this because this was
Rate us from who sounds the hottest out of all three.
who sounds the who sounds the noddest.
The naughtiest.
The naughtiest.
the naughtiest.
The naughtiest or the naughtiest?
The naughtiest, and then the schlipsness most. I got
me?
so confused while saying that. I was like, whoa.
Let us know if we should start making a YouTube video of us podcasting.
I mean, I don't know if I want that. My red ass face. Ass face.
Ass face.
My face will turn red while I'm talking.
I don't even talk.
This is just mostly for me to listen to later.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is
Michelle.
just a trial run. We'll see if it even makes it.
I
You
think,
look good.
I think next time Brandy and I need to come more prepared.
I think I had a bunch of notes.
yeah.
They're like, let's talk
we
about
need
David
to
the
we need to
Ghost.
come talking about like the same theme, sort of like
Well, yeah, that's what I was
maybe
gonna
not the
say.
same exact story, but the same place.
Brandon
and
just doesn't
location,
want to
same
research.
ghost.
No, I'll research.
This morning, did
Hey,
you want to
we just-
research that?
We could talk.
Complete.
We can search for like Ouija board stories. That'd be a good one, huh?
Oh yeah,
There's
all right.
tons of those.
Catch us coming through some Ouija boards.
Some
soon.
Ouija board.
Ouija.
I want to try Ouija board, but listening to
Oh,
podcasts
hell
has made
no.
me scared all
Nope,
night. Okay,
nope.
fine. We're not doing a Ouija board together.
You
guys.
could do that. I don't fucking
I'll do it
know.
while Robert's asleep and
How
sick
about
the demons
right
on
next
him.
to him?
How about we end it by saying, "Stay spooky, San Diego."
Stay spooky, San Diego.
What to do, ghosts?
What
What it do, ghost?
Peace.
And etc. Because we probably won't
Stay-
only talk about ghosts.
Stay spooky, my friend.
Stay spooky, but
Stay spooky, San Diego.
I don't know how to stop. Oh, I'm
Why
just
San
Over
Diego?
and out.
Subscribe to us.
Because we're in San
Tell us
Diego.
where you're listening to this so we can upload on things. Delete that.
Ew, so
Tell
us.
Shut up.
She just wants to delete everything.
Tell us where you listen to your podcast, and we will try to upload it there if I can figure it out. I'm probably gonna have Robert do it. Robert's my boyfriend. He has headphones on. Doesn't know what he's got himself into here. He's responsible for all of this now.
He's our
He's
producer.
just playing
Robert.
RuneScape.
Robert.
He's trying to make money.
Robert's our producer, guys.
I thought
So.
Jesus was our producer.
Who's Jesus?
Ooh, our Lord and Savior.
Jesus?
Our Lord and Savior Jesus. All right.
Delete all of that.
Delete everything.
Honestly,
how funny
at
if I
this
wasn't
point-
recording that.
I would low-key be happy.
I
low-key
like,
would feel
Brandy, look something up right now.
No, we'd probably do way better, honestly, the second time.
Yeah, we would.
I feel
fucking
like
sucked.
we killed it, and I'm gonna keep in every single time I say delete. I keep I try to do that in a deep voice, and it got so wrong.
Take a shot every time Michelle says delete or laughs.
Yeah. Stay spooky, San Diego.
Stay
What did you
spooky.
go?
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Okay, bye.